Do you find it awkward to approach neighbors about disturbances like loud music or a barking dog? In this episode, you'll learn practical, polite English phrases to confidently address noise issues and navigate tricky conversations. Stay tuned to discover how to transition from a light request to more serious discussions, and even what to say if you need to involve property management. In the following practice samples, pay close attention to the specific language used for approaching neighbors about noise.
We've put together 3 different scenarios that cover common situations, from a light request to a more serious conversation. Let's jump into the practice samples.
Hey there, sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you could turn down your music a bit. It's getting pretty late, and I can hear it really clearly through the wall.
Oh, my bad, I didn't even realize how loud it was. Yeah, totally, I can turn it down right away. Thanks for letting me know.
Great, I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Hi, I wanted to talk to you for a second about your dog. It's been barking a lot, especially late at night, and it's making it tough for me to get some sleep.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry. I didn't think it was that bad. I usually take him out before bed. Is it happening around a specific time?
It seems to happen off and on, but it's really noticeable after midnight. I just wanted to bring it up so we could figure something out.
Okay, I understand. I'll definitely keep a closer eye on him and try to deal with it. Thanks for telling me.
Excuse me, I wanted to chat with you about the noise coming from your apartment. The constant stomping and loud talking have been causing some real issues for me downstairs.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. We're just living our lives. Are you sure it's coming from our place?
Yes, I am. It's been pretty consistent, especially in the evenings. I'm hoping we can find a way to sort this out, because it's really affecting my quiet enjoyment of my home.
Well, what do you expect us to do? We can't just stop moving around.
I understand that, but perhaps there are some things we can do. If we can't figure out a solution, I'm going to have to reach out to the property management to help us handle the situation.
All right. Let me think about what we can do. I don't want to get property management involved if we don't have to.
Okay, let's talk about those practice samples. That first one was a pretty light approach for a one-off situation.
Absolutely. Phrases like sorry to bother you and I was wondering if you could are great ways to start. They keep things friendly and open.
Right, and mentioning it's getting pretty late gives a clear reason without sounding accusatory. It sets a boundary kindly.
Exactly. The neighbor's response, my bad, is a common, informal way to say my mistake, and I can turn it down right away shows they're willing to cooperate.
Then in the second sample, we move to a slightly more persistent issue, the barking dog. Starting with, I wanted to talk to you about is still polite, but shows it's a specific concern.
Yes, and giving details like especially late at night helps the neighbor understand the impact. Making it tough for me to get some sleep is very clear and relatable.
And the phrase, figure something out, is super practical. It suggests collaboration, that you want to work together on a solution.
The neighbor also used deal with it, which is a common phrasal verb meaning to take action to resolve a problem. It shows commitment.
Now, the third simulation was a bit more challenging. The neighbor was a little defensive. Here, I wanted to chat with you about still starts calmly, but the tone might be a bit firmer.
Definitely, when the neighbor says, I'm not sure what you mean, it's important to state the facts clearly, like the constant stomping and loud talking have been causing some real issues.
and affecting my quiet enjoyment of my home is a good, slightly more formal way to express the impact. It's a phrase often used in tenant agreements, which makes it effective here.
Bringing up reach out to the property management is a key step when direct conversation isn't working. It shows you're serious about finding a solution, and it can motivate them to sort things out directly with you.
So, diving deeper into what we just heard, that first scenario involving the music clearly demonstrated how to initiate a light request.
Absolutely, using sorry to bother you truly softens the opening. It shows consideration for the other person's time. You could also try, hope I'm not catching you at a bad moment.
And the addition of "it's getting pretty late" provides a gentle reason, explaining the impact without placing blame. Alternatives might be, "I've got an early start tomorrow," or "I'm trying to get some work done."
When we heard figure something out, it really underscored the idea of teamwork. Other ways to propose collaboration include, let's see what we can do together, or is there a solution we can both agree on?
Then, for more persistent issues, like with the barking dog, mentioning "making it tough for me to get some sleep" is very direct about the effect. You could also express it as, "it's really affecting my routine."
And when the situation became more confrontational, with causing some real issues, it emphasized the seriousness. A similar phrase would be, "This situation has become quite disruptive," or "it's creating ongoing difficulties."
Let's explore some of those phrases in everyday settings. How would "sorry to bother you" translate outside of a neighborly chat?
At work, you might say, "Sorry to bother you, but do you have a quick second to look at this document?" Or with friends, "Sorry to bother you, but I forgot my keys, could you let me in?"
What about "I was wondering if you could"?
In a shop, you could ask, "I was wondering if you could tell me where the fresh produce is located." Or to a friend, "I was wondering if you could pick up milk on your way over."
And "thanks for letting me know."
If a colleague updates you, "Thanks for letting me know about the meeting change." Or from a friend, "Oh, thanks for letting me know that restaurant is closed today."
"I wanted to talk to you about" works well for more specific discussions.
Exactly, at work, "I wanted to talk to you about the upcoming project timeline." With family, "I wanted to talk to you about vacation plans for next month."
And "figure something out" implies a joint effort.
Yes, we need to figure something out for transportation to the concert. Or at school, "Let's figure something out for our group presentation by Friday."
Now, let's consider how to adjust our language to sound either more relaxed or more polite, depending on the situation.
To sound more relaxed, you often use simpler, shorter phrases. For instance, with a close friend, you might just say, "Hey, quiet down a little, please." It's direct.
Whereas for a more polite approach, especially with someone you don't know well, you'd likely use more complete sentences and softening words. "Excuse me, I wonder if you wouldn't mind reducing the volume" is a good example.
Think of asking for help. Relaxed could be, "Can you give me a hand with this?" More polite would be, "Would it be possible for you to lend me a hand, please?"
It's all about choosing words that match the context and your relationship with the other person. We've learned a lot about making requests and handling tricky situations. Let's try some rapid-fire scenarios. What if someone cuts in line at the grocery store?
You could say, "Excuse me, I believe I was waiting here," or "The line starts back a bit." A polite reminder works best.
How about a coworker who talks loudly on the phone in an open office?
You might try, "I'm trying to concentrate here. Would you mind speaking a bit more quietly?" It states the impact simply.
What if a friend borrowed your jacket and hasn't given it back?
A simple, "Hey, do you still have my jacket? I was hoping to wear it soon," can gently prompt them.
Fantastic advice for those quick moments. Now, for our final thoughts, what are your top 3 essential takeaways from today?
First, always aim to open your requests with polite phrases that show consideration for others. It sets a positive tone.
Understood. What's the second key point?
Second, clearly explain how a situation affects you without sounding accusatory. Focus on the impact on your experience.
And the third?
Finally, tailor your language to the person and the context. You can be more direct with close friends, but always polite in formal settings.
Those are incredibly valuable points for everyday communication. Thank you for sharing your expertise today.
It was a pleasure. Effective communication makes all the difference.
And to our listeners, if you enjoyed these insights, be sure to subscribe to the Double Your Vocabulary podcast and hit that notification bell. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next time.